worry about whatever you got going on with you and I think he means Diddy, right? Shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you tripping. We know why you mad. I ain't even tripping. All that heartbroken Twitter for. Oh shit! You know why this is ironic? Drake's lines and even like Fall the Dogs and CLB and albums like that has given more captions to heartbroken Twitter or Twitter people. Like Drake is kind of known for that, but he's shitting on that. But well, actually not shitting on it. He's just shitting on it for men. He's just like, yo, bro, that heartbroken Twitter shit, that's for bitches. Okay. So I ain't even rapping after this. I'm way too busy. I think that's also cap. I think he's definitely ready to take Kendrick's head off if he comes back. Damn, hold on. Let's look at Rick Ross chart history. We got to look at Rick Ross's chart history and see when he's charted high, who's been on the records. So we have number 10, I'm on one, Khaled, Drake, Ross, Wayne. Okay. Money in the Grave, which seems to be his highest one. Number 7, Drake featuring Ross. Pop That, Drake is on the record, 36. Let's see the full chart history if we can. Just allow ads over here. Okay. Let's see what else Drake is on. Aston Martin, he's on. I think it's either Drake or Wayne, honestly. Drake or Wayne is going to be on most of these songs. UNO, that's a good one that Drake's not on. And The Boss, obviously, with T-Pain. I'm So Hood with T-Pain as well. But No New Friends, Drake. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a little bit of a stretch, but most of his highest charting records do have Drake on it, it seems. Okay, Monster didn't have Drake on it. Lemon Pepper Freestyle, which I believe is his highest, is a freestyle by Drake that went number 3, and Ross is featured on it. That's sad. That is sad that we probably won't get this collaboration again. Before Drake dissed him like this, I really didn't know what the problem was with them, but we all know that Drake and Ross actually fell out a few times. They fell out from, not necessarily fell out a few times, but like it got weird when the Meek thing happened, and then Ross kind of had to ride with Meek, and I think he was still trying to play diplomatic, trying to put them together, but Drake really started killing Meek's career, which is then killing Rick Ross's pockets, and somehow, he kind of went on Meek's side and was kind of sent this little warning shot, said Drake, obviously there's a thing with him and Birdman as well, so that wasn't going to align. And then what happens next, they kind of got back cool, and he started speaking highly of Drake. Like, we didn't finish playing that Rolling Loud clip, but we could actually, Rick Ross speaks on Drake beef. Let's see. See, this was back when he was beefing with
you dig?
Yeah, but usually the big homie stops it. There was no stopping this one.
And when the new J's come out, they back cool. And for
here we go.
You can't even question, you dig?
I don't know the greater than, lesser than signs sometimes either. I be having to look to make sure.
Now here we go.
Mm-hmm. When we come back and give him the game on this one, you dig?
Now, I saw when Meek first got into it with Drake, you were supportive of him, on Twitter, on Instagram, and I'm sure behind the scenes.
Right.
Now, hold on. Now, it was a tweet that was sent out that made it seem like you was in support of Drake.
That was a fake tweet.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I saw you.
I
saw you tweeting. But if you don't,
it's certain things y'all just got to know off top. It's certain things you can't
they got you, Charlamagne.
You can't even question, you did.
I don't know the greater than, lesser than signs sometimes either. I be having to look to make sure.
I don't even tweet like that. Dudes like me don't use their greater hand, lesser hand. We don't use that.
So now how do you like she said, how do you talk to Meek?
What if you don't agree with him and, him starting that? Because obviously.
Hey, yo, AD, yo, hop on the line with me if you can, man. We need a West Coast representative. I need to get some facts clarified. Is the boy Drizzy getting more love right now? And we're not just talking about from like in the hoods and shit. Is the boy Drizzy getting more love from LA than K-Dot right now? What's cracking? I need to get some answers. You know what I mean? My boy AD hit me. He said, man, Doc coming back, huh? He said, this is a good time for hip hop. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this was meant to be a one-hitter quitter, but I do think, You know, Joe Budden had said this a couple days ago, which is actually verified with this now release. Whatever Kendrick had planned, it better be on the aggression level that's either at this level or 10 times higher. Do you get what I'm saying? It better be. What did I talk about? Somebody said Kendrick got ghostwriters. All right, come on, bro. Like we got to keep this shit factual. Where are y'all seeing this? Kendrick Lamar ghostwriter. Where y'all seeing this shit at? Okay. Quentin Miller Associates CJ Francis the fourth, ghostwriting for Kendrick Lamar. This is his demo of N95 in 2022. I'd say this is a collab, but his name isn't on the credits.
The real world outside, take off your idols' heads, that's what I had to do. You already know being idols, what happened to you. Take off the Santrate, pay for a day or two. Take off the front flat, take off the suction, take off the clock. Hey.
Ironically, and by the way, Boy Wonder produced on this last project. I'm guessing that is gonna stop. You know, Boy Wonder is clearly like he's damn near an OVO producer. This is supposedly CJ Francis. They're saying he's not credited, which that's typically where you would see a ghostwriter. My boy CJ Francis IV wrote on Kendrick's project. I'm so fucking gassed with my boy. He's one of the most talented people in the world, bro. This shit is so next level. Let's go look at Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Let's look at the credits. The credits for writers. Duckworth is Kendrick. Who's due? Isn't due the nigga? Oh, wait, hold on. Kendrick ghostwriter. Here we go. CJ Francis. So we'd be looking for some nigga named Francis. Who's Matthews? Well, that's Boy Wonder. Hakeem Carter's Baby Keem. Yeah, look like he's not credited. Huh. Now, truth be told, we can't just tarnish his legacy just off one thing and one association, because also we don't know if it was meant to be like this ghostwriting shit sometimes goes too far. I think what we've realized in post, we villainized Drake for that ghostwriting shit, and a lot of people aim to discredit like his entire discography, and basically my nigga got like a couple hooks. Like that's literally what it was, right? Like he got a couple hooks. Like yeah, there was some, you know, like he took certain parts for verses, but like would you really say that nigga wrote for him? Like you know what I mean? Like in the sense of Drake doesn't write? Like come on, you'd be ridiculous to say that. So I kind of don't want to go down this realm, and also truth be told, I don't want to go down this realm in terms of Drake too, right? Because if we get to be some mudslinging, yo, you didn't write this, let me just be honest with the music creation process. Everybody has help, right? Now, obviously, you hope that the top lyricists are writing the major part of their, intricate bars or verses. But if you think your favorite rapper, like, never took a hook, you're probably wrong. You get what I mean? And I'm not going to criticize them, or I'm not going to like crucify them for it. So if this guy did help come up with the concept of N95, I'm not tripping on it. And I'm not going to say, yo, Kendrick, you're a fraud, honestly. And I'm using that as my barometer because I do believe Kendrick's one of his main angles is going to be trying to point out or show that Drake either still uses writers, or Drake isn't that talented, or Drake's a fraud, because the advantage he has in this battle is that people look at him as the purer artist. So I don't want to get into that mudslinging, even though I do think when Kendrick drops, he's probably going to be talking about, yo, Drake, you ain't write this, you ain't write this, you ain't write this. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let me go back to this for a bit.
Like, a lot of people have had help writing, you know, in the studio with whatever the circumstances.
He dead in the middle. He did songs with Drake. Him and
Right,
Drake is cool.
and you and Drake are cool. So do you say, hey, let's talk about this first, or let's strategize, or what do you do?
You know, at the end of the game, for me, my position, I think this is what's good for the culture. Because, you know, coming up in this game, I've seen it, we've all seen it. You will have skirmishes.
Hey, AD, hop in Discord. Hop in Discord if you can, brother.
You will have scrimmages going for that number one spot. You dig? And I feel like really by Meek Mill being my little brother and Drake being my little homie, I really feel like they was two little homies that was in high school on the way from school and fought over a pair of J's. You dig?
Yeah, but usually big homie stops it. There was no stopping this one.
And when the new J's come out, they back cool. You know, and for me, you know, I really beef. I beef. These records that was released, no one's name was even, you know, mentioned. So like I said,
But it was so blatant, though, back to back.
I mean, there were memes posted on the screen.
But
Yeah.
it's going.
That's also an interesting portion. This is one of the first beefs in a long time that we're hearing names being mentioned. Is that an indication of how serious this is? Or, I don't know, this track came across like, I keep telling y'all, this came across like a upset Drake. like a upset and frustrated Drake, but not frustrated in the sense of, oh, I can't deal with this guy. Frustrated like, yo, the only way for me to get into it with you is if I stop doing subliminal raps. So I'm just going to come out and say, fuck you, nigga. That's what this song came across to me as. I'm going to be as direct as I've ever been, because every time I diss you, niggas is like, well, that wasn't really meant for Kendrick? Was it meant? Come on. Let me call this nigga out and let's see what's up. But according to, you know, Ross, this is years ago, Ross is speaking about, you know, the Drake and Meek stuff.
Don't be that. That's the era we in, but that don't represent what's happening.
Do you still speak?
That don't speak for what's going on. When I started beefing with a certain particular artist, it was a lot of people opinion that I lost or was losing at the beginning, and at that same time, my shows went from 30 to 75.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, Drake is right. He's on Stage Scheming. He's on a bunch of records with Ross. And yeah, him saying on the track, yo, dog, bro, like, a lot of your shit is me giving you like these hits. But again, what I'm saying is that we're learning from this that most of this seems to be about women, right? Rick Ross, seems like there's a woman situation there, right? What else? Ja Morant, even though you wouldn't say he's beefing with Ja Morant, but there's a woman situation there, right? What else? He said, by the way, this was at Future. You know what's a little bit confusing here? Like, Drake doesn't take aim at Future as directly and as harshly as he disses anybody else. It's almost like he's kind of like holding out, I wouldn't say holding out hope, but was just like, you know, I'm not going to violate this guy like that. Or maybe he's looking at like, well, this guy didn't violate me like that, other than he's linking with the ops. But, you know, he does mention the wicked part where he's like, he's like, when he's like, you switched up your chains or whatever the case is, and said wicked. Well, you already diss Future like that. He said, Rolling Loud stage, y'all were turned, that was slick as hell. Unless this is the future. Is this the future? Shit'll probably change if you're a little baby mama kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man. Don't tell me about no switches. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He violated the shit out of Kendrick here. Which, by the way, you know, I think this is the thing, too, with Kendrick raps aggressively and talks gangster in his lyrics, but I don't think nobody actually take it as he's a gangster, right? Because, you know, like, if we go back to Like That, where he basically saying, fuck first-person shooter, I hope they come with 3 switches or whatever. Like that lyrics, here we go. when Kendrick comes in and says, what he says, which, by the way, this is why I keep telling you that Kendrick got to go. Like, he should be ready to go and he should be dropping soon. He says, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this in. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. Right? Drake answers that back. Says, hugs and kisses, man. Don't tell me about no switches. I'll be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit. I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's basically telling Kendrick, you're pussy. You can't do nothing to me. Right? Don't rap about guns and snatching chains if you're a bitch. Y'all do understand that's what he means, right? Am I lying? Like, am I lying? And don't say Drake just pulled this out of thin air, because that's one of the things y'all love to do. This nigga rapped on the record saying he chose violence. Y'all can read, right? Y'all can read, right? I choose violence. If a nigga raps to you, I choose violence. Yo, fuck sneak this in. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains. This is how he's talking. So Drake response to that is, you're snatching chains? Switches? All right. He said, hugs and kisses, man. Don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit. I be with some bodyguards like your wife's first name, Whitney, but really you talking about Whitney Houston. Top say drop. Your little midget ass better drop and give me 50. I gotta ask y'all if y'all can read, because I know what y'all say. Yo, why Drake talking so tough on the record? Kendrick, the person who started the tough talk was Kendrick, right? Are we agreeing with this? Let me just say yes or no. I just want to hear yes or no. The tough talk was started by Kendrick, correct? I'm not gonna let none of y'all change the narrative. Kendrick started talking greasy. I'm choosing violence. Y'all better have switches when y'all come for me. Y'all, I know some of y'all niggas, no, it's just rap. No, nigga. No. I'm snatching chains, burning tattoos. This was y'all was hyping up. Y'all was hyping it up. So now, when Drake goes sell out the goddamn Staples Center and it's popping up randomly everywhere in LA with every fucking chain on, what y'all gonna say about Kendrick? Let me run this goddamn diss one more time, man. AD, I see you. I'm about to unmute in a second.
Hey, I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man zone? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop it, give me 50 like some push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big 3. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in a scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to add it.
By the way, I know I'm sampled. I don't even know if this is official track, whatever, but I know I'm sampled on it, but I'm gonna keep it on honest too. Okay?
Witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them. Izza got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down. Don't feel the aftermath of what I write down. Track, cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Yeah. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king, he a son, nigga? Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm the sixth guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Claim the six and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you trippin', boy, you trippin'. Drizzy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got them done, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if your BM start to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every fucking chain I own, next visit, ayy. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fucking.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. And this is me telling Drake, because I know y'all be like, yo, Ak, you just glazing like, yo, you dick sucking. No. Drake, you did the same thing twice now. You mentioned Virginia Williams or whatever, Pusha T's wife, and you saw that nigga took the gloves off, and we saw what happened. You mentioned Whitney, and Kendrick Lamar's wife name is Whitney. You have to be prepared for anything. There is no, oh, nah, I can't believe you said that. No, because you're talking crazy already, too. This is a knock 'em out slugfest. This is no holds bar. This is, I don't care what that nigga says. He could expose, he could expose your close friend for having HIV. You still got to respond. Okay? This is no surrender, no retreat. Okay? If you're wondering who's Whitney, Kendrick Whitney. It's his childhood sweetheart that he eventually married. I think Drake, Drake has certain type of advantages, but also disadvantages. If you ask me, so this is her right here. This is Whitney right here. So that's his shorty. Yeah, this is them right there. Her name was Whitney Alford. I'm guessing it's probably Whitney Duckworth now, right? Anyway, what I will say is this. The thing about Drake that I think is a little bit, he has disadvantages and advantages, right? So the disadvantage for him, I believe, is that I don't think we know too much about Kendrick's personal life. I see some people floating around, oh, yo, if he said, I be with them bodyguards like Whitney, did Whitney, Kendrick's girlfriend or Kendrick's wife, did she fuck one of the bodyguards? No, that's not what it is. It's a double entendre off Whitney Houston movie, Bodyguard. It's actually a very popular movie that they used to play it all day or every Sunday on BET. The real one knows, right? And this was the bodyguard here. This is the bodyguard here. And this is Whitney, and they supposedly like fall in love. And there was actually an associated like album with it. But yeah, it's Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. Okay? That's the playoff words. I don't think Drake has some tea that Kendrick's wife fucked the bodyguard, and I don't think it's that. However, I will say this. So one of the disadvantages he has is that he doesn't know too much, or I think he doesn't know. I would imagine he tried to do his research we don't know too much about Kendrick. We don't know what the fuck Kendrick does. We've never seen a picture like Kendrick on vacation. Like, literally. Remember Kendrick went missing for like 3 years? Then all of a sudden we see that nigga levitating over water or some shit like that. Like, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Kendrick levitating over water. Shit was kind of crazy. Oh, I guess he was shooting a music video. Yeah, he was doing all type of shit. Anyway, we don't even know what this nigga does in his off time. So some way he finds a way to get, yeah, it was like this. Some way he finds a way to fucking just go away and not be seen. Now, here's, and this might be to y'all a disadvantage, and I'm about to unmute in a second. I'm going to talk to AD. This might be to y'all a disadvantage, but I think it's a advantage for Drake. Drake has probably 8-miled himself, not by his own admission, but what could you say about Drake now that everybody else who has dissed him already hasn't said? If you come back around with, yo, ghostwriting, well, Meek did that already. He was unsuccessful. Now, that do take a different shape if you have new instances of ghostwriting, even though I think the culture has moved on from really caring necessarily about ghostwriting, period. But we don't know. If Kendrick says it, maybe we'll make a difference. But he's been attacked at the ghostwriting level already. People call him soft. Well, people have been calling Drake soft for a long time. Like, it is, like, whether you believe it or not, that's up to you, right? What else? Hey, you got a porn star pregnant, right? I think that was a aim that Pusha T also went at. So, yeah, he mentions your wife. The normal comeback is, yeah, that's my wife, but look who you got pregnant. Well, Pusha T did that already, too. But Pusha T did it with a punchline and expose Adonis, or expose, the birth of Adonis. So I'm wondering what angle, or maybe Kendrick could do the same things that other people have said about Drake, or maybe he has some new dirt, some new tea that nobody's ever heard. But if he says some of the same shit that everybody's been saying about Drake, does it hit as hard, or it just matters how he says it? Y'all be the judge. I want to read y'all comments. I'm watching everybody who is here. And by the way, listen, people, we are going crazy. Like, crazy. Wait, am I not still streaming on that platform? Give me 1 second. Oh, I am. By the way, we're up to damn near 500,000 views on X. Let me see how we're kicking it on Rumble. I know we're going crazy numbers today. We got 10,000 on Rumble over here. Got 10,000 on Rumble. We got 50,000 on YouTube. And we have about 7,000 on Twitch. I think to add that up, 50 and 10, another 10. We have about 78,000 people watching. It's all good. It's like a stadium. Okay. All right, people. Cool. Let me get AD and them up in here real quick. I got to talk to somebody from the West Coast. Yo! Big Ak is in the building, man.
Yo.
Ak, what's the deal, man?
Cracking?
AD, man. I'm going to be honest with you. The boy, he did not come to play. I think this is a move that, I think Drake know who he dealing with. Kung Fu Kenny's a disrespectful nigga. He the nigga say he was kicking over buildings. He was holding both coasts in juggling them in one hand or whatever. And Drake approached with a lot of disrespect. But you could tell there was a frustrated Drake because he tired of Kendrick double dutching, backpedaling, doing duck goose, you know what I mean, all pun intended, and basically acting like he really wants smoke with the Six God, but kind of like disappearing. Where are we at now? And by the way, there's a very important line on the song, which, I got to ask you. Yo, he said, yo, they love me in your city more than they love you. I'm like, oh, shit, my boy talking that shit. As somebody from the West Coast, man, how are you digesting this?
Well, look, first and foremost, I'm from Compton, California, bro. I'm not going to be biased when I'm speaking.
I feel like
a Drake fan.
I feel like if you say that, you're going to be biased. Like, yo, that's like me saying I'm from Toronto.
I'm not going to be biased. I'm a Drake fan. You feel me? K-Dot is the homie.
Yeah.
You feel me? But they're both one of the greatest, bro. You feel me? But let me tell you something. And I was just telling Wally's intern right now, bro. To me, that's a love tap. I'm expecting way more from Drake. I know he got more in the chamber when it come down to this, bro. 100%.
Yeah. No, this is a tone setter. Hey, gloves are off.
This is a tone setter.
Gloves are off. We're doing more than compete. And I think this is the interesting part. Drake ain't just looking at this as rap competition. I think that's where J. Cole was looking at it. And I think all this conflicted spiritual shit is that he kind of realized like this might not be something that just stays strictly on bar for bar. What Drake was talking about seemingly is almost saying like, yo, I'm with it either way. And I'm in your city. You say, and you tell me, you would probably know more about Dot, his demeanor, niggas around him, especially, obviously he comes from the ilk of TDE, Top Dog, and everybody. When he gets on a track and he says, let me read the line verbatim, because I think Drake has been kind of feeling that out and be like, yo, is this nigga really serious? So when he comes out and says, okay, I hope them sentiments symbolic, my temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Niggas clicking up, can I be legit? No 41 to tell him. Then he says, fuck sneak dissing, first person shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out, fuck rap. This Melly Melly if I had to, got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. Would you take that as, nah, that's just K-Dot rapping, or you're like, yo, he's standing on business. He said what he said.
No, he throwing the bait out there. You feel me? He like, nigga, let's get cracking. That's what he doing.
But is he talking about let's get cracking where it's personal and may spill into the streets, or he's just talking? Sometimes like, yo, remember when you had No Jumper? Like there was one time I'll be like, yo, I was like, yo, man, I'll kill all them niggas at No Jumper. But I'm talking. Remember when I said, right? But that was more of me saying my skills broadcasting, not me doing street shit. You know what I'm saying? So how are we supposed to take this?
This is for hip hop. I don't take it other than that. And I don't think that them two dislike each other that much. I think this is more of a competition thing. But like I said, bro, Dot was throwing the line out there because this ain't the first time he didn't say some shit, bro. He waited for niggas to jump out at him, bro.
No.
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga.
No.
He been saying shit.
This is the West Coast in you. Let me ask you a question, okay?
Go ahead. I'm not gonna be biased, bro. I'm not.
Okay. So here's the question I'm gonna ask. So if a nigga been popping out and basically you could call it bait or whatever, but he seems to be proactively trying to get up with you, trying to meet up with you, or trying to diss you, or he keeps telling people what he gonna do when he see you or when y'all run into each other. Say y'all run into each other at a Little League baseball game. Who is it on to kick it off? Because
the nigga that say I'm gonna do something to you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick has been more.
Man, oh man, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Rap has been in the best place it's been in like a year. Cause if you guys don't remember, bro, last year, like, rap fell all the way off. Like, women were running rap. It was basically thought rap. Like, every month, few months, a new thought rapper was blowing up. You feel me? And no male was really like dropping anything crazy, but like the beef is finally back, bro. Like, okay, let's keep it a bean. There's bad stuff that comes out of rap. Like, okay, people might get shot, hurt, die and stuff. But like, when it's like battle rap, like competition against like our favorite artists, bro, everyone's tuned in, bro. This is what makes rap. Like, people don't want to just hear songs like Lil Baby mumbling, you feel me, off of Perk 30, you feel me, can't even speak straight. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear, you feel me? Like, bring it back to back then, bro. Like, no, like, rapper that we really care about has been like dropping like this is, bro. Like, this is what we want. This is real rap. This is real rap. This is what we want to hear. We want to hear Drake, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I heard that the first diss track drop, it was on Twitter and stuff. Bro, I swear to God, I thought it was an AI. And then, you feel me? I tune in the Act stream, and then we go, and you feel me? He plays the master version. I'm like, this is Drake, bro. It's 100% Drake. AI is not doing that. AI is not that level yet, bro. And then Drake doesn't deny it, but he drops the picture of him in the what's the movie called? With the girl in the yellow suit, Kill Bill. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Kill Bill. Man, I knew it was up, bro. I knew it was up. Kendrick, you got 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got a week to respond, bro. 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks, bro. Drake responded in the second week. Drake would have responded the second day, you feel me, the second hour, like Rick Ross, but you feel me? He didn't respond. Why didn't Drake respond? Because they were dropping part 2. As soon as part 2 dropped, he dropped the next day. Basically, what? He dropped the day after that. Come on. He knew they were dropping part 2. He wanted to hear what they was gonna drop. He ain't want to just drop the disc early, you feel me? When they coulda, you feel me, came with a little bit more heat. Now Drake gotta drop another disc though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm hot right now. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely am hot right now, bro. Like, I'm genuinely, I'm Team Drake, bro. Now Rick Ross dropped. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Rick Ross really dropped some heat. Like, 2 hours too. He responded in 2 hours. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Rick Ross got too much free time in his hands. But the shit Rick Ross was saying, like, oh, Drake got his nose done, Drake did this, Drake did that. Bro, they're calling him white boy. Like, this is why you can't really call everyone your friends. Like, it's how Drake says no friends in the industry is really that, bro. And it really, really sucks. Because I love Drake and Rick Ross on, like, the same song. And Ack wasn't lying about what he said about Rick Ross, bro. Like, that's the shit with Rick Ross in response is like the vibe that Rick Ross gives off, like he gives off a mob boss. Like, it makes it feel like he's a mob boss. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't know how to explain it, but he really just gives that vibe off, bro. And shit, man, Rick Ross, he did his thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think Future knows how to make a diss song, like an actual diss track. Future just makes good music. You feel me? You got Metro Boomin dropping pictures saying, "Oh, we're the new big 3." Like, Metro, you like okay. Who's a GOAT producer, bro? All dick sucking aside, you could put Metro Boomin in a big 3 of this generation's producer, and that's facts. You can. Easily you can. This generation of producers, you can. Most likely. Debatably, maybe. Top 5, top 10, maybe. Top 3, arguably, maybe. Who knows?